Imagine holding a small, ordinary-looking coin in your hand, a simple $quarter. But what if I told you that this tiny piece of metal could be over 100 years old and worth not just a few cents but hundreds, even thousands of dollars today? Yes, today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable U.S. $quarter coins from the years 1919, 1920, 1929, and 1930, coins that many people ignore, spend, or forget, but collectors are secretly hunting for every single day. These are not just coins. These are pieces of history. Each scratch, each detail, each mint mark tells a story from a time when the world was changing, economies were rising and falling, and these very coins were being used in everyday life. Let's start with the 1919 $quarter, a coin from the early 20th century, known as the Standing Liberty Quarter. Some rare versions of this coin, especially those in high condition or with clear details, can be worth a surprising amount. But here's the catch: not all 1919 quarters are valuable. Only the right ones in the right condition can change your fortune. Then comes the 1920 quarter, a coin that might look similar at first glance, but don't be fooled. Small differences like mint marks, wear, and sharpness of design can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. Many people still have these coins hidden in old collections, unaware of their true value. Now, let's talk about 1929, a year marked by economic crisis and the beginning of the Great Depression. Coins from this year carry a deeper historical significance. Some 1929 quarters, especially rare mint editions, are highly desirable among collectors today. Could one of them be hiding in your home? And finally, the 1930 $quarter, one of the last issues of the Standing Liberty design before it was replaced. This makes it even more special. Certain 1930 quarters, especially those in mint condition, are incredibly valuable and hard to find. But here's the most important part: most people don't even check their old coins. They don't realize that a simple quarter lying in a drawer, an old box, or passed down from family could actually be worth a life-changing amount of money. In this video, we will reveal heavy checkmark which coins are rare. Heavy checkmark how to identify valuable versions. Heavy checkmark what mint marks to look for. Heavy checkmark and how much these coins are really worth today. So before you skip this video, take a moment and think, what if you already have one of these rare coins and you don't even know it? Watch till the end, because your next discovery could change everything. If you want, I can also give white heavy checkmark title ideas. White heavy checkmark description plus SEO tags. White heavy checkmark short viral intro, 10 seconds hook. The 1919 $quarter is one of those coins that carries an aura far beyond its face value, a quiet piece of history that whispers stories of a world rebuilding after war and stepping into a new era. Struck in solid silver and carrying the bold design of liberty, this coin is not just currency, it is a time capsule. When people speak of it having unimaginable worth, they are talking about the rare, exceptional pieces that have survived more than a century in near-perfect condition. These are not just coins, they are treasures that have outlived generations, and in the right circumstances, they can command astonishing prices in today's collector market. At the heart of this coin's power is its identity as part of the legendary Standing Liberty Quarter series, a design that many collectors consider one of the most beautiful ever created in American coinage. Lady Liberty stands strong, holding a shield and olive branch, symbolizing both protection and peace. But within the 1919 year, there are subtle differences, mint marks, and striking qualities that separate an ordinary piece from one that can ignite fierce bidding wars. Coins from certain mints, or those preserved in flawless condition, can transform from simple silver into objects of intense desire. What truly elevates the legend of the 1919 quarter is the concept of condition rarity. A coin that has no scratches, retains its original shine, and shows every tiny detail as it did on the day it was minted becomes something almost magical. These are the coins that collectors chase relentlessly. A well-preserved 1919 quarter can be worth hundreds or thousands, but in extremely rare, pristine states, the value can climb dramatically, reaching levels that seem unbelievable to someone unfamiliar with the world of numismatics. This is where the dream begins. the idea that something so small could hold such immense financial potential. There are also whispers in the collector community about unusual strikes, off-center impressions, or coins minted with slight errors that make them unique. These rare variations act like hidden signatures, marking a coin as one of a kind. When such a piece appears in the market, it doesn't just sell, it creates a moment. Collectors, investors, and enthusiasts all recognize that they are witnessing something extraordinary, and the value reflects that rarity. It is this combination of history, beauty, and uniqueness that gives the 1919 quarter its almost mythical reputation. But with that reputation comes a crucial warning: never underestimate what you might be holding. Many people have unknowingly spent or sold rare coins simply because they looked ordinary at first glance. The 1919 quarter teaches an important lesson: true value often hides beneath the surface. Before letting it go, it should be examined by experts who understand its details, its mint marks, and its condition. What seems like a small piece of silver could, in reality, be a life-changing discovery. In the end, the 1919 quarter dollar stands as a symbol of possibility. It reminds us that history, artistry, and rarity can combine to create something far greater than its original purpose. While not every coin will make someone a billionaire overnight, the rarest examples hold undeniable power, the power to surprise, to inspire, and sometimes to transform a simple moment into a story of fortune. The 1930 quarter dollar coin is not just a piece of old silver, it is a doorway into a forgotten era where craftsmanship, history, and hidden fortune collide. This coin belongs to the legendary Standing Liberty design, a masterpiece that carries the spirit of freedom and resilience. When collectors speak of rare coins with the power to change lives, the 1930 quarter often enters the conversation with a mysterious aura. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary old coin, but beneath its worn surface could lie a story and a value that goes far beyond imagination. What makes this coin truly captivating is the possibility of rare variations and exceptional condition pieces that have survived untouched for decades. A perfectly preserved 1930 quarter, with sharp details and original mint luster, can command astonishing attention in the collector world. The figure of Lady Liberty, standing tall and proud, represents more than art. It represents value frozen in time. When such a coin appears in near-perfect condition, it becomes a treasure that serious collectors are willing to chase with passion and deep pockets. There are whispers in the coin community about extraordinary examples of the 1930 quarter that have reached unbelievable prices. While not every coin from this year is worth millions, certain rare conditions, mint marks, or unique striking features can elevate its value dramatically. It is this uncertainty, the idea that your coin might be the one, that creates excitement. People dream of discovering a hidden gem in an old collection, a forgotten box, or even loose change passed down through generations. The magic of this coin also lies in its silver composition. Unlike modern coins, the 1930 quarter was struck with real silver, giving it both intrinsic and collectible value. Over time, silver coins develop a natural tone and character that adds to their beauty and uniqueness. Some pieces develop stunning shades and textures that make them one of a kind. For collectors, this is not just money. It is art, history, and investment combined into a single shining object. That is why experts always give one powerful warning: never rush to sell a 1930 quarter without proper knowledge. A coin that seems average could carry hidden details that multiply its worth many times over. A small mint mark, a rare strike, or an exceptional grade can be the difference between a simple coin and a life-changing asset. Many people have unknowingly sold valuable coins for a fraction of their true worth, only to realize later what they had lost. In the end, the 1930 quarter dollar is more than currency. It is a symbol of possibility. It reminds us that treasure does not always come in large packages. Sometimes it hides in the smallest, most overlooked places. For the lucky few who discover a rare and valuable example, it can feel like destiny itself has placed fortune in their hands. And that is the true power of this coin. It carries not just value, but the dream of transformation, the thrill of discovery, and the promise that something ordinary can become extraordinary overnight. The 1929 quarter-dollar coin, tied to the era of George Washington, carries with it an aura that feels far greater than its face value. To the untrained eye, it may seem like just another old silver coin, but to collectors and dreamers alike, it represents a gateway into a world where history and fortune collide. When people speak of unimaginable value, they're not talking about every coin from 1929, but about those rare, extraordinary pieces that stand apart due to their condition, mint origin, or mysterious minting quirks. These are the coins that ignite the imagination and fuel stories of overnight transformation. What makes certain 1929 quarters feel almost magical is the idea of perfection preserved through time. A coin that has escaped wear, that still holds its original shine and razor-sharp details, becomes something far more than currency. It becomes a frozen moment of history. The gleam of its silver surface, the boldness of its design, and the untouched quality can elevate it into a collector's dream. In rare cases, when such a coin also carries a unique mint mark or an unusual striking detail, its value can climb beyond expectation, reaching heights that seem almost unreal to those outside the collecting world. There is also the whisper of rare variations, coins that were struck differently, perhaps by accident, perhaps as part of a limited batch never meant for wide circulation. These are the pieces that collectors chase with passion. A slight difference in lettering, a subtle variation in design alignment, or an unexpected metal composition can turn an ordinary-looking quarter into something extraordinary. It is this possibility, this hidden potential, that makes the 1929 quarter dollar so fascinating. People search through old collections, inherited boxes, and forgotten savings, hoping to uncover that one coin that carries a secret worth a fortune. The idea that such a coin could make someone wealthy overnight is part reality, part legend, but it is rooted in truth. Throughout history, rare coins have been discovered in the most unexpected places, transforming their owners' lives in an instant. While not every 1929 quarter holds such power, the rare ones that do become symbols of chance and timing. They remind us that sometimes value hides in plain sight, waiting for the right moment and the right person to be revealed. That is why patience is everything when dealing with a coin like this. Rushing to sell it without understanding its true nature can mean losing out on something far greater. Experts often emphasize the importance of careful examination, studying its condition, identifying its mint origin, and verifying any unique characteristics. A coin that seems ordinary could, under the right light and expert eyes, reveal itself as something far more valuable than imagined. In the end, the 1929 quarter dollar is more than just silver and design. It is a symbol of possibility. It carries the dream that something small and overlooked can hold immense power. For those fortunate enough to possess a truly rare version, it becomes a reminder that history, rarity, and opportunity can come together in the most unexpected ways, offering not just financial reward, but the thrill of holding a piece of the past that could shape the future. The 1920 quarter dollar stands as one of those coins that instantly pulls you into a world where history and hidden value collide. This coin belongs to the famous Standing Liberty Quarter series, a design that symbolizes strength, freedom, and national pride. When you hold a 1920 quarter, you are not just holding silver. You are holding a piece of a powerful era, a time when craftsmanship mattered and every detail was struck with purpose. Its bold image of Lady Liberty standing with confidence gives it a presence that feels far greater than its size. What makes the 1920 quarter truly fascinating is not just its age, but its potential for rarity under the right conditions. While millions were minted, only a tiny fraction survived in near-perfect condition. Over time, circulation, scratches, and wear erase the sharpness from most coins. But somewhere out there, a few untouched or barely handled pieces still exist, coins with crisp lines, full details, and a glowing silver surface. These are the coins that collectors chase, the ones that can command astonishing prices and turn an ordinary find into something extraordinary. The real magic begins when rarity meets perfection. A 1920 quarter in average condition might be modest in value, but a high-grade version, especially one with strong details and Liberty's head and shield, can rise dramatically in worth. Collectors look for coins that seem frozen in time, untouched by decades. When such a coin appears, it creates excitement, competition, and sometimes unbelievable price tags. This is where the stories begin, the stories of simple collectors or lucky individuals who discover a coin that changes everything they thought they knew about money. There are also whispers in the coin world about unusual variations, subtle differences in strikes, die characteristics, or mint origins that can elevate a coin from valuable to legendary. These small details, often invisible to an untrained eye, are what separate a common piece from a collector's dream. It's this mystery that keeps people searching, examining every coin carefully, hoping to find that one rare variation that others have overlooked. Because of this, experts always give the same advice. Never rush when you think you have something special. A 1920 quarter might look ordinary, but under proper evaluation, it could reveal hidden brilliance. Selling it too quickly or without proper knowledge could mean losing a life-changing opportunity. In the world of rare coins, patience is often the difference between a small gain and a once-in-a-lifetime fortune. In the end, the 1920 quarter dollar is more than just currency. It's a symbol of possibility. It reminds us that even the smallest objects can carry incredible stories and unexpected value. While not every coin will make someone a millionaire overnight, the dream itself keeps the hunt alive. And for the rare few who find that exceptional piece, it becomes more than silver. It becomes a turning point, a moment where history, luck, and value come together to create something truly unforgettable. As we come to the end of this incredible journey through the rare and historic quarter-dollar coins of 1919, 1920, 1929, and 1930, one thing becomes absolutely clear. These are not just ordinary coins. They are pieces of history, carrying stories from a time long before us. Each coin you've seen today holds its own mystery, its own value, and its own hidden potential. From the silent strength of the 1919 quarter to the timeless elegance of the 1920 coin, from the rare charm of 1929 to the quiet power of the 1930 issue, these coins are more than metal. They are treasures waiting to be discovered. Imagine holding one of these coins in your hand, a small, simple object that could be worth far more than you ever expected. Many people don't realize the true value of these coins and sometimes spend them without a second thought. But those who understand their worth, they know these coins can change everything. In today's world, where history meets opportunity, a single rare coin can open the door to something bigger. It's not just about money, it's about knowledge, awareness, and knowing what others overlook. So before you ignore that old coin lying around, take a closer look. Because you never know, it might be one of these rare quarter dollars that collectors are searching for. And remember, every coin has a story, but only a few have the power to change your future. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more hidden treasures, rare coins, and unbelievable values, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Your support keeps this journey alive. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep searching, keep learning, and who knows, your next coin could be the one that changes your life forever.